You've got curly hair, you've got wavy hair, you've got thick hair. But should you, or how do you actually thin out curly hair? Well, I'm going to break down a few things that you need to know because you could actually destroy your hair if it's done improperly. So traditionally on someone who's got thicker hair, right, say something like this, but the hair is very, very straight and you've got a lot of it. What I would do, in my experience, is I'd go in maybe when the hair is dry and feel for where the areas are thick, go in with a thinning shear, make some chomps towards the ends, and just really kind of feel for where the hair is very, very thick and just kind of free flow and take out some of that bulk. And because I've done this so many times, I can do it in a way where I know that I'm actually going to keep the shape and it's really going to do a phenomenal job of removing that weight or that bulk. But when it comes to curly hair, if you were to take thinning shears and just start chomping away at it, what's happening is you're actually destroying the curl pattern and you could cause the hair to get really, really thin, even like what's happening in through here. Look at that. To get really, really thin and straggly and frizzy and totally disrupt and destroy the curl pattern. Now, if your hair is this long and it's very, very curly, then fine, you know, that's what it is. Or if it's really, really short, like maybe even like this length, but you've got this type of awesome curl, okay, then you have to do the same exact type of approach. If, now here's a big if, and I've experienced this, you have hair on top that is curly or wavy, but you have it very, very short like this, to where it's almost like an undercut on top.
Could you say that again?
Am I talking to you, Siri? Anybody have an iPhone or an Apple Watch? All of a sudden, randomly, Siri gets like picked up where I'm like, what is going on? That's what happens all the time. It's very annoying. So you have hair like this on top, but your sides are much shorter. You can, because you're keeping the hair so short, you're not really trying to wear or embrace the curls, then yes, you can do techniques like this, right, where you go in and you thin it out with thinning shear, or you can use a razor, right? This is a feather razor, a professional tool, where you can actually go in like this and scrape the outer layer, and that just removes a whole ton of bulk from the hair. A great technique on definitely thicker, straight hair types. But if you are wearing a really, really short thread here and you don't really care about showing off the curl, you can try those techniques and you'll have much more success. But what happens is when you actually start to do that, or even take a razor and go like this and scrape away at it, you know, unless you're really making solid cuts to the hair, it's just going to become very, very frizzy. So my suggestion, and I do this sometimes when I'm cutting curly hair, or did cut curly hair, is, and this really depends on you, you have to add a lot of layers. That is how you remove the weight, right, and create more shape, is by adding layers, because what that's going to do, layering is a technique designed to remove weight from the hair. So if I just look at this, you see all the bulk down through here? Now watch this. When I lift, look what happens to all this. Simply just by lifting the hair like this. Look how much thinner that is already. And then if I were to lay that on top, we've got a much thinner shape, or it's not so bulky. It may look fuller, like more volume, but it removes all that weight on top of here. So the hair is much more free. Okay, then if you put product in it, it's going to look a lot, look at that already, it's looking like it's closer to the head. It's a lot less bulky or thick. So that's one thing, it's just getting a different type of haircut. There are hair cutting methods like Diva Curl and all sorts of other ones that really specialize in cutting curly hair. In my experience, especially with like a certain technique, a lot of times, and I've actually tried to fix haircuts that were done with those techniques, they just take massive chunks out of certain sections. So you're getting hair that's like super short here, super short underneath here, super short. It does remove weight, and I can see why it really works well on a lot of people. But I have had situations in my career where clients have come in and they say, I've got this super short chunk under here. My hair's all, I hate it. I miss having my hair and having it be balanced. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you do those techniques. What I also have done in my experience, anytime I'm trying to remove some weight or add more texture to curly hair, I would just free float on dry hair. I'd look and feel where the bulk is, and then maybe go in on the ends like this and cut from underneath. But the thing is that I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm really focusing on the ends of the hair, and I'm bringing all the hair up. All right, let me lower this down so you can see. Sorry about that. I'm bringing all the hair upwards like this, and I'm looking for those straggly ends. I'm looking for that thin strand, okay? And then what I'm doing is I'm going in, removing that weight this way, and just cutting it as blunt as I possibly can. Because what that's doing is it's keeping the hair strand itself a much more blunt type of look, okay? So the minute you start to kind of take away from that and you start doing all sorts of crazy stuff where it's sliding, then that is going to actually be a tough situation, okay? So I would rather have more layers in the hair and keep it as kind of, I know it sounds like it's a contradiction, keep it as thick as possible, but still while removing the weight. And you keep it like that by just going in and feeling and looking for where the hair is just super, super thin and straggly. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm actually removing weight because I'm focusing on the internal shape. And you can see already just what that's doing. You can see it's adding more life to the hair. And then if you want the hair to kind of tame down a bit, then spray some Tidal Wave, right? Spray some Tidal Wave in it. Or don't dry it all the way, or put like, a product in it like Shadow or my blow dry cream or any sort of cream, and then just scrunch the hair and let it dry naturally, and it's going to tame itself down. All right, so you either have to embrace your curly hair, don't get thinning shears, or don't try it, or don't try it with a razor. Diva curl or any of those techniques, again, it's taking chunks out of the hair, so be prepared for that. Or you could do what I just did and really focus on finding specific areas where you feel the ends are very dead, lift, cut, add some more shape to it, and you're gonna have a lot more success with it. So please share your story with me if you've had a situation with your curly hair where you have figured out a secret of doing it, you've tried these techniques, or you've had someone do a disaster on your hair by using the wrong techniques. I'd love to know, and don't forget, use code YouTube20 for 20% off at shop.thesalonguy.com.